I cannot stand black TV shows and films of today. It's usually depressing, dysfunctional, or just some freaking chitlin circuit. As black people, we usually only have just five categories of our entertainment when it comes to our TV shows and our films. Number one is our romantic films. Let's dive into it. In romantic films, black romantic films of today, black women that are in these films, if they're even fully black, they are not deserving of romance. They're not deserving of being treated with chivalry, being loved and respected, admired, adored, adorned like a woman should be. Usually the black woman is in a very abusive, manipulative, very just overall very dysfunctional and toxic marriages and relationships in black romantic films of today. Number two category, police brutality. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love seeing black people getting their brains splattered all over the fucking TV? It's usually heavy with political messages. It's very doom and gloom. And, just seeing black people being so helpless and hopeless and at the mercy of these white racist police officers. You're seeing them getting just beat up, just brutally beat. It's a movie that's very popular that I refuse to watch. I haven't seen even a second of this film called Fruitvale Station. I'll never forget, I was like in 7th, 8th grade at the time when it first came out. And I had a very white liberal teacher. She's actually cool, but like she was like, very much like, I have to save these Negroes. And she talked about how when she watched that movie, she cried for 2 days straight. I was like, you got to be out your goddamn mind if you think I'm about to go watch that mess. Next on the black trauma porn list, we have slavery. Black people love a good slave movie, especially nowadays. That's all we make. That's all we fucking make. You got Django Unchained, Roots. Well, Roots is from back in the day. Let me leave that alone. It was so many of them. 12 Years a Slave. Nat Turner. It was another one, Antebellum. It's just so many. I literally can't keep up with it. In these slave films, you're seeing black people getting beat, spit on, tortured, sexually assaulted, lynched, hung, set on fire, just shot to death. Again, this is all very traumatic porn, black torture porn, and I believe it's made for white audiences. Why would I? First of all, these movies is too damn expensive. Okay, going to the movies is a freaking treat. You can spend easily $100 just for two people as a couple if you go. The popcorn, the drinks. Somebody want a hot dog. Somebody want a pizza slice. The tickets, everything costs up. So you mean to tell me as a black person, I'm supposed to spend $100? So me and my dude, some friends, we can just watch a black woman get raped on film by some white slave master, see a black man get beat and get castrated. Miss me with the bullshit. Then another black category for films and TV shows, we got drama. This very much involves, dysfunctional families, dysfunctional black families. There's it's family secrets that are in the family, dysfunction, child molestation, child sexual assault, abandonment, neglect, abuse, child abuse. Just overall, crackhead moms, and I'm over it. No. Then we got the comedy, which black people are very funny. I don't really mind so much of our modern day comedy films or TV shows. It's just that sometimes it can be a bit much, like it's giving modern day chitlin circuit. I'm sorry, it is what it is. And it's usually it can be a bit played out and tired. Like we've seen this before, and it can be kind of immature, and I don't like that. How could I forget our TV shows that are obsessed with drug dealing? We got Power, we got Snowfall, we got Raising Canaan, we got freaking BMF. Now I've watched several of these shows. I only seen like 2 episodes of Snowfall, but it's like, what is this obsession with watching black men sell drugs to fight against the system, or just to sell drugs, and they lavish lifestyles, and they fought against the men, and they don't want to be a hard-working 9-to-5 working man, and they're selling drugs to the community. But we just put these men on such high pedestals, and like we see them in high regards. Like these TV shows, the black man is always selling drugs. The black woman is like a crackhead. It's so disappointing. Like black people. Like why can't black people dream anymore? What happened to our originality, our creativity, our soulfulness as a people, as black people? When you are descendant from Africa, when you have the blood type that descends from the motherland, the freaking cradle of humanity, you should be original. You should be able to think of a new beat like that. You should be able to think, bring up a new dance, a movement, a new sound, a new song like that. That also includes our writing and our storytelling abilities. And this is unacceptable. And I've had enough, and I require more from us as a people, because I know that we can give far more than this as a people. We forgot to dream. That's what's wrong with us as black people. We just, for whatever reason, we just don't dream anymore. What happened to our dreams? Why don't we have sci-fi movies? Imagine a sci-fi movie where you have a black woman, she's a scientist, and she literally travels to different planets, like different universes, like a metaverse. Like she literally leaves our galaxy, like this Milky, that's what they call it, the Milky Way. I don't know. She leaves this Earth. She discovers a completely different planet. It's different species that are nothing like human beings. There's nothing. The species on this planet, they're nothing like animals and the lions, the tigers, the giraffes that we have. Like she goes to another freaking universe, and like she comes across like secret information that can help humanity, but it could also hurt humanity. And it's like it's a certain way that she has to like keep it a secret, but also use it to like benefit the human species. Why don't we have nothing like that? Where's our black fantasy films? Like after Game of Thrones, I was so jealous. I love that show so much. Except again, the last season. The last season they fucked up. Okay, but black people, it's like, do you know that it was a man called Mansa Musa? He was the richest man. This is real. It was a black man and from the Mali Empire, an ancient African civilization. His name was Mansa Musa. This man was the richest man on earth then, and I believe they said that if he was alive today, he would still be the richest man on this earth. Where is the freaking Mansa Musa Game of Thrones like fantasy, but like real life fantasy? Because like it'll be a fantasy like Game of Thrones, but it's actually its own real life. Like this is shit that literally happened in ancient Africa. Like why don't we have anything like that? What about a fantasy based on the true story events of Queen Azinga? She literally led her people to freedom, and she successfully. Not only did she successfully raise up an army to defeat the Portuguese and the French, I believe, from the revolution and from them enslaving her people. She actually waged that war and won. She beat the Portuguese and the French people in order to keep her people free from slaves. She didn't want her people to be enslaved. Or one of my favorites, what about a lighthearted romance? Think about this. Instead of seeing all these, dysfunctional black relationships all out on display, like this is all we know as black people, and we like to put into movies and films, looking at you, Arlena Waith. What about a movie? No, stay with me. What about a movie about a young, beautiful black woman that lives in Hawaii, right? And she surfs for a living, and she actually opens up her own surfing school. And at this surfing school, she teaches other people how to surf. And at the surfing school, at one particular day when she was giving out a surfing lesson, she comes across a young, handsome black man, and she's teaching him how to surf. He slips off his surfboard. He almost drowns. She saves him, and they fall in love. And like the aesthetics will be everything, like the purple sky, like cotton candy skies. I want to see purple skies, orange, orange creamsicle skies, and just two young black a young black couple just running around Hawaii surfing. They fall in love through surfing, and they're just running around Hawaii having a good time. Ain't no dysfunction. Ain't nobody getting cheated on. Ain't nobody getting beat on. The black woman is not a crackhead. The black man does not have his pants sagging off his ass, smoking up dope, selling dope, shooting people. It's none of that. It's just two young black people or one young black couple, very beautiful, intelligent couple who just having a good time. They eating pineapples. They're mingling with the people, the natives of Hawaii, and they're surfing, and they're fit and attractive, and they have an incredible love scene that just blows your mind. A girl can dream. This is what I need now. Growing up, I'm a 90s baby. It's a movie called Cinderella. It came out back in 1997. I just want to play you a small clip. This is what I need. This is what I need from black people. Okay, this is what I need. Now that clip that I just showed you, a little 5-second clip of Brandy and the great late amazingly talented Whitney Houston, they're in a movie together called Cinderella. Okay, the young black woman Brandy, she's treated like a princess. You have a black woman, an older black woman at that, telling a young black woman that nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. She said it's possible. And then Brandy, eventually she catches on. She says, yes, it is. You're right. It's possible. And they're singing back to each other saying it's possible. This is what black people need to see. Why can't we dream? In this movie, Whitney Houston, she turns a freaking pumpkin into a damn carriage. What's wrong with dreaming? What's wrong with using our imagination, even if it's not possible? Why can't we dream until what's impossible becomes possible? I refuse to watch black torture porn.